we were given these by an airline pilot that did not give us the approval to put them or post them on the web. So we are like my group, the independent researchers and investigators. We treat that like a doctor would with a patient. If the patient says he doesn't want the records or something shared, we don't share it.
All right, let's go back to the telephone. Caller, you're live on the Kevin Smith Show. Your first name and from where are you calling?
Mike from Kentucky.
Okay, Mike, speak up for us. You got a kind of a soft voice and a soft connection with us here this evening.
Yes, Mr. Criswell, did Dr. Wolf, by any chance, mention if and when the public would be shown the new advanced vehicles?
He didn't go into that, and Kevin, this is another insider as well.
All right.
I recognize the voice there. He's a very, very dear friend and a very interesting guy to talk to.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
Okay. The opinion poll that I have on my site right now asks this question: is 2008 going to be the year that we have UFO disclosure?
No.
And there you go. Okay, no. When do you think it will happen?
I believe that we will probably see something before 2012, probably 2009, 2010. And it will not be, it'll be at a, how should I say this, it'll be at a gradual thing. You won't just, like when they flew over the White House in 1952, it won't be that obvious. It'll just kind of come in slowly, and it'll be an accepted fact.
It's almost there now. Look, I got to tell you, the public is there. The public is there. The news media, they really, the news media are extraterrestrials. They're on some other planet. But the public is there. The public knowledge and public opinion has passed the official statements a long time ago. Nobody buys that crap anymore.
Well, there's still some out here, Kevin, that is the Joe Six-Pack crowd, and in a way, I can't blame them because they're trying to scratch pennies and nickels and whatever to make a living, and they don't have time for that. And they tell me all the time, they say, well, how do you have time for that? And I said, well, I've made time for 43 years besides working every day. So if I can do it, I'm sure that others can do it, if they look hard enough.
Yeah. Caller, do you have another question or comment?
No, I just wanted to just call and introduce that question because there was an answer given to me at one time.
What was the answer given to you?
The answer given to me was that if there is an all-out threat of world war, that we would see things come up out of the ground that were 50 years or more in advance of what we're seeing right now.
Oh, I think that's probably true. I can certainly imagine that. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the call, Mike.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, during Gulf War I, General Schwarzkopf, the whole world was just in awe of all of these advanced weapons that we were using in Gulf War I. And General Schwarzkopf said in a live press conference that if Saddam did not surrender and get out of Kuwait, that we had things to throw at him that he could not begin to imagine. And a reporter asked what he meant by that, and Schwarzkopf said, all of the advanced technology that you're seeing now, that you're all amazed at, is obsolete. And I remember that press conference. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yep. All right, caller, you are live on the Kevin Smith Show. Your first name and from where are you calling?
Well, this is Louis from Connecticut. Kevin, good evening, Kevin. Good evening, Mr. Criswell.
Good evening.
Good
I
evening.
have three things. The Phil Snyder story, is that a fact story?
Parts of it are and parts of it aren't. Okay? And I'm not going to tell you what's there and what's not. I really, I don't like to talk about somebody that's deceased, but there were parts that were credible and some that was not. But it was real minor, okay?
Okay. Number two, the New World Order. Is so many entities part of the New World Order?
Most definitely.
Okay. Number three, the last one. Is there a war going on Mars at this time?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. That's all I want to know. Thank you, and I'll listen now. Very good show, Kevin.
Thank you.
All righty.
All right. We are about 4 minutes away from break, so we have time for another call if you wish to call in. 1-800-289-1092 is the number to call. And if you live outside of North America, you can send me an email. Send it to flash@kevinsmithshow.com. If you live inside of North America, we have the toll-free number for you, and we ask that you use the toll-free number. Call us. I pay for the call. It doesn't get any simpler than that, and no cheaper either. I pay for it. All right. You said that in answer to Louis' question that some of these entities involved are part of this New World Order.
That is correct.
Is this is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing for us?
There's nothing good in the New World Order. I call it the New World Odor, is what I call it, because it stinks to high heaven. Because what it does is it takes the rights away from us, the American citizens in the New World Order, or it will not work. And I'm still of the crowd that thinks that you need to stand up for your rights. I'm not...
use them or lose them.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, very quickly, caller, if you will, tell us your first name and from where you're calling, and get your question in quick. We'll try to get it in before the break.
Okay, this is Michelle from Quebec.
Yes, Michelle.
Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening.
Good evening to your guests. My question is, has any of the aliens ever intervened in any kind of calamity for the Earth, like a meteor or anything, to his knowledge?
To my knowledge, I have seen no documents to prove that, okay?
Okay. Michelle, do you have another question pretty quick?
Yeah, very quick. He knows Stitch's work.
Mm-hmm.
And has he met the Anunnaki or any of their race? And is there how much of Stitch's work is, to his opinion, good stuff?
Well, I've never met any of those people he talks about. However, I believe Zachariah Sitchin believes what he believes. There are some things that I think he's off on. Those are my own personal things. I think mostly he's a pretty credible guy.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much for taking off your holiday to be with us. Thank you very much, Kevin.
All right. Yeah, one of the things about Sitchin is that basically he's just sort of telling us what the Sumerians wrote. And the Sumerians could be off, on some of their stuff.
I believe that.
One of the people that I've talked to says that the Anunnaki have a base on Mars and that they are in pretty much sort of a stasis on Mars. I'd like to get you to comment on that when we come back from our break.